Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim and welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Don't forget to ring the notification bell because there's lots of good videos coming up and I don't want you to miss a single one. So today I want to share with you some more things that I've been learning about Boomer. I've also made some changes in his aquarium that I want to share with you. And there's a special clip at the end of the video with Boomer talking to me. So please stay tuned. Here's Boomer. Maybe you wonder how I came up with that name. He's very interactive. When I tap his tank, he responds eagerly. Often so fast he doesn't stop in time and booms right into the glass, actually bouncing off. It's a perfect name for him. Naming a fish, some may think is silly. Trust me, I don't name all of mine. I'd never keep them all straight. However, when you have a special fish, one that stands out above the rest, usually a loner or one that's bigger and has personality plus, then it only seems fitting to give them a name. The only other fish I have that has a name is Elvis, my Jack Dempsey. He's very unique and special to me, and so he has a name to reflect that. Today you can clearly see Boomer is a happy fish. As I've mentioned before, flowerhorns display their feelings through their cock or nuchal hump. I have learned to understand what Boomer is telling me just by its shape. All fish will display their feelings, some through their coloration, others through their actions. Boomer uses his nuchal. What I've found is flowerhorns have incredible control over their nuchal hump. Essentially, it inflates and deflates according to how he's feeling. Of course, there are other things to look for in your flowerhorn if he isn't well. They will become very dark if stressed or faded if sickly. Those signs are secondary. The very first indication that something isn't as it should be is the shape and size of their nuchal hump. Now, having a large cock like Boomer has makes it much easier to notice the signs before it becomes a big problem. Many flowerhorns are stunning without a large nuchal hump, making it not quite as easy to read. When I first thought about getting a flowerhorn, I had trouble with the idea of dedicating an entire tank to one fish. This just seemed like such a waste to me of a nice big tank. Of course, those thoughts went through my head before I experienced the joys of having a flowerhorn. Once I did have one, I realized they not only need their own tank, they deserve it too. They are such amusing, unique-looking, smart, and interactive fish with huge personalities. It only makes sense to give them their very own stage to entertain us on. Now, flowerhorns do not occur in the wild as they are an engineered species. However, there are areas where flowerhorns have been released into the wild, mostly around Eastern Asia. They are considered an invasive species as they do not belong in the wild. Nevertheless, they do not have the destructive impact that other invasive species have, as they are considered infertile. I have made a couple changes to Boomer's tank. One, I replaced the pothos with new shoots. They had developed nice roots, so my intent was to plant them, but instead I plugged them into my tub pond in the family room. As you know, I have lots of plants, so I didn't really want more at this point. I also removed the flat marbles that were in here. Boomer hadn't been bothering with them, so I took them out. Keeping a flowerhorn entertained is like keeping a puppy interested in things. Piper, my 5-month-old puppy, has a toy box, but he only gets 2 or 3 toys at a time. When he gets bored with them, I switch them out and he has something new to keep him happy. Remember, there are no bad dogs, only bored dogs. I'm not sure that applies to Boomer, but it's a good point to keep in mind. See the little bits of waste Boomer produces? Because the tank is a bare bottom, it would get unsightly very fast if I just left it sit there and accumulate. Each morning after feeding, I vacuum any bits up, not just for looks but for Boomer's health. There is never any food left that I have to remove, as Boomer has a great appetite and I only feed him what he will eat. To vacuum, I have a simple little setup just for this purpose. It only takes a minute or two of my time, yet it is important to keep Boomer's home as pristine as I can, thereby ensuring a healthy environment. My vacuum is a 12-inch piece of rigid tubing connected to a 3-foot airline hose and a small pail. I simply suck the waste through the little tube, removing very little water, and then I use that water to water a plant or two. I like to come up with things that may interest Boomer. I think during my next water change, I may add a mirror to the tank for his amusement. This could cause stress, so you don't want to add a mirror unless you're going to be right there to watch his reactions. I wonder how Boomer will react. He often sits in the corner admiring his reflection in the glass, so I have a feeling he'll enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next Boomer video and you'll find out.
Mommy,
What?
I want to talk to you about something.
What is it?
I don't think you feed me enough.
So until next time, this is Tim signing out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I wish you a great day tomorrow. Please stay safe, wear your mask, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.